Over the past few years, trading cards have blown up in popularity.
When it stops, it stops.
Wow, you actually got something good. What do we do now?
And at first glance, that's a good thing. The community is growing and people are making good memories. But now, we have Gary in the room. You see Gary? He represents all the bad actors. The Facebook marketplace scalpers, the Discord degenerates plotting which card to artificially increase the price, and the botters that buy out all the stock online. Thanks to guys like Gary here, when you enter a TCG community, whether it's One Piece, Pokémon, or Magic the Gathering, it doesn't matter. It feels less like a hobby and more like you become a spectator in a competition to see who can scalp the best.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We've seen it all, from Costco fistfights to OnlyFans models promoting their links by opening card packs, and now box sets are going for $1,000 when a year ago they used to go for less than $200. And the consequences are unsuspecting kids unable to get their hands on cards or are just straight up scammed and never come back to the community. Today, I'm talking about how scalpers destroyed my childhood hobby of collecting cards. I'm mainly going to talk about Pokemon, but I recognize One Piece is going crazy right now, so I wanted to give that mention. If you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Enjoy the video. Firstly, let's quickly explain why scalpers are the problem. From the very beginning, Pokemon cards were marketed to be easy to access, affordable, and fun to start. Scalpers and resellers interfere with all three. It's not easy to access anymore because they buy out large amounts of product the second it hits shelves. So parents waltz into Target or Costco and boom, they get hit with the out of stock sign.
I'm at Costco getting dinner right now. People are straight up just stealing and opening these and then taking the packs inside the Pokeball.
And because they jack up the prices, it becomes less affordable. And both of these results in the hobby losing its joy. When people repeatedly fail to find product or feel priced out, they disengage. And over time, this shrinks the player base. A little history about me. I grew up playing most Pokemon games. I watched the anime and I had my own t-shirt. Seeing Ash's Infernape defeat Paul's Electivire is still a core memory for me.
Pathetic.
But I was just as happy staring at my shiny Kangaskhan, not because I knew how much it was worth, but because it had my last name in it, and for a 10-year-old Jordan, that was enough for me to think it was cool. Now, when I look at the current Pokemon TCG landscape, this mindset is definitely still there.
Let me know if you like any of those, okay? Caterpie's cool.
How much is the Caterpie one?
Let me check. All right, so for you, the Caterpie is free.
Wow!
For real.
For real?
For real. You're welcome.
But I feel like sometimes the fun gets soured by the sheer amount of Garys. With his yellow Crocs, stained sweatpants, and black hoodie, guys like Gary are sucking out all the fun from the hobby.
It's your boy Redbeard here, you know, the internet's biggest Pokemon scalper. Hey, my Discord group hit me with that notification, said Walmart restock. Man, I hit my local stock checkers, we went, we cleared them out, baby. Fuck them kids.
I make nothing. Zero. I'm selfless.
At this point, whoever buys from these scalpers are part of the problem. Hypothetically, if he was never able to sell any of this, he would go broke and never scalp ever again. I just don't understand why people buy from him and then complain right after about scalpers.
The Wall Street Journal is now calling it a product with a 3,000% return. And I don't know about you, but that looks much better than the S&P 500. But who's really reading the Wall Street Journal? Is it the 10-year-old kids this hobby was made for? Or guys like Gary? Okay, but scalpers and resellers have been around since the Middle Ages. When kings ruled and donkeys roamed the streets, you also had so-called forestallers who would illegally buy out food before it hit the market and jack up the prices just for profit. This was the punishment back then, but I guess now we'll accept public shaming on TikTok. Now, if that sounds familiar to any Pokemon fans, it's because it happened a few months ago. A Scalper Discord group that goes by the name of Hidden Society was able to collectively purchase 42,000 Phantasmal Flame products before it was released. They were able to trick the checkout system into selling them the products online. Thankfully, their orders got declined, but take a look at some of these messages. Let the criers cry and whiners whine. Tell their mommies what happened. Like, what am I even reading here? They sound like angsty teenagers, except they're 30 years old with way too much free time.
Them kids.
My point being, scalpers have been around since forever. In the 1850s, it was reselling train tickets. In the 1900s, it was sporting events. In 2000s, it's sneakers. So why are Pokemon cards and other TCGs like One Piece and Magic getting so much attention lately? Well, besides from the obvious popularity boosts from certain influencers that I won't name, but you all know who I'm talking about. And of course, new video games, TV shows, and the anime that expand the fan base even more. But more than the popularity, if you think about it, the trading card game market is a scalper's wet dream. Maybe not as good as concert tickets because those have expiry dates, but it's still pretty damn good. Prices are community driven, so you get charts that look like this, or maybe even this. To me, it honestly looks like those crypto meme coin charts that just go up and down in the span of 24 hours, which I talked about in my gambling video that you can watch there. Buyers in this market are prone to act emotionally, clouded by nostalgia or just potential profits, like that one Wall Street Journal article said. Barriers to entry are also quite low. The only certification Gary needs is to learn how to tap those Pokemon vending machines like he's giving it an orgasm. My point being, it's a good market for scalpers because the fandom decides the price of a card. And last year, 2025, was an outlier year in every way possible. Here's the market data for some of the most popular cards. You can see before 2025, the prices were relatively stable, but they spiked at the beginning of the year, right around the time Pokemon Pocket, the new video game, was getting traction. And box sets like Prismatic Evolutions and Surging Sparks were blowing up. Combine all of this hype with Costco, a widely accessible store offering the cheapest prices, and you can see how last year brought some of the most insane moments in TCG history.
Hey, chill! Hey, chill! What the hell's going on? Hey!
Jojo. Oh, five per customer? Oh, it's only 5 per customer.
Go. Hey, don't do that, bro. Okay. Here. Oh, sorry, go. Go.
A father being elbowed in the face even though he just wanted to buy one for his son. People camping out vending machines all day, and even employees were getting in on the action, buying out all the stock before the store even opened. Are you serious? Don't you have a job to do? Why are you buying Pokemon cards when you're on the clock? Break-in enters and robberies are also up, but not for jewelry, for Pokemon and One Piece trading cards. Okay, as I was writing the script, I just found out that a customer was robbed at gunpoint for $300,000 worth of Pokemon cards in LA. Like, to me, this is just so outlandish it has even gotten to this point.
A person was stabbed after 2 people cut in line for Pokemon cards. This story comes out of Colma Saturday after 2 suspects allegedly tried to cut in line to buy Pokemon cards. The fight broke out at 9:40 a.m. as customers lined up in front of the business at this address. And during the fight, one of the suspects stabbed a man with a shard of glass.
Thieves are going after them across the GTA.
If your card goes for $200K, it could go for $300 tomorrow, as long as someone's willing to pay that amount of money for it.
The aim of the game is to catch them all, but now these Pokemon pinching crooks are the ones caught on camera.
They just cracked down our door.
The thieves busted into locked stores.
A Massachusetts man is accused of stealing more than $100,000 in high-end Pokemon cards from a New Bedford store earlier this month and then tried selling them at other stores.
And you know it's getting bad when you hear stories of people spending $10,000 to $20,000 in debt just to try to flip Pokemon cards.
I messed up big. Went behind my wife's back,
racked up 26K in credit card debt in 4 months. Pregnant wife, I should say, and now she's filing for divorce.
What did you jack up 26K on?
Pokemon cards.
And all the while, kids and parents are watching from the sidelines, either waiting for the prices to drop or feeling forced that they need to pay the scalpers markup. But maybe there's some hope. You see this drop off? In the past 2 months, the prices have started to fall off, and a lot of YouTubers are claiming it's the great Pokemon crash. But is this decline really going to last? This year is the 30th anniversary for the first ever Pokemon games, Red and Blue. There are new Pokemon games coming out as well, and let's not forget about the new box set, Destined Heroes.
This set has literally all the most popular Pokemon in existence. We have Pikachu, we have Glurak, Gengar, Dragonite, Mewtwo, the list goes on, and that roster absolutely rivals, if not exceeds, the evolutions in Prismatic.
Now, I take this guy's word with a grain of salt because it's in his benefit to hype up the trading card game, but I kind of see his point. Let me know what you think. The only silver lining I can see from this whole scalper situation mess is the rise in public shaming of these people.
This is what they're selling to one person. This guy right here, one person. Bro, one person. Look at this. You're going to be on all the websites.
You're
one person.
Wait a minute. Was that a whole shelf? Yep, and the manager is right there acting as if this is completely normal.
Zay, from this manager of Walmart on Arroyo, is letting one guy buy all these because he knows them. Because he knows them.
Leading myself and some people in the comments to believe that they're in on this together. But let me know what you think. At least some Target and Costco locations have actually enforced these rules, which has led to some pretty funny moments.
It's a game. Take your 4 and go.
Right, good.
Just one Prismatic. Right, for membership. You can't have 5 memberships. That's the problem. Okay? Hold on, we'll make sure we clear that up. You got it.
There's been a line there.
I have 5 memberships? Come on, dude. I feel like at that point, it would be easier just to pay your friends to come with you. Oh, that's right. Maybe no one can come with you because it's on a weekday morning and they're all working their jobs while you're trying to figure out the math of how many booster boxes can fit in your trunk. Seeing these guys crash out or come to the slow realization of their actions is perfect. At the end of the day, the solution to scalpers is to just not buy from them. They'll be left with a bunch of unsold product collecting dust until they inevitably are forced to lower their prices. And we're already starting to see some of them crack.
Nobody wants them. Nobody wants Pokemon cards anymore. I'm the scalper that scalped too hard and got caught up with too much inventory on.
Nothing more refreshing than drinking the tears of a scalper. Oh, and if you wanted to see me open these, well, unfortunately, the last time I did a card opening in one of these kinds of videos with my Webkins trading cards. Yes, I made a video about Webkins. It doesn't have a lot of views, but I'm still proud of that. That part of the video my dad said was too long and too boring. Okay, Dad, you're still the one who gave away my binder of Pokemon cards I collected when I was a kid. Don't think I forgot about that. But I want to know what you think. Do you think Pokemon and other TCGs like One Piece and Magic are overrun with a bunch of Garys, scalpers, botters, and scammers? Or do you think it's flourishing with a bunch of, collectors and players? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I'm more optimistic.
What's your name?
Avery.
Nice to meet you, Avery. You a big Pokemon fan?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Pikachu.
Hold up. Perfect. Been looking for a Pikachu collector. So somebody came by earlier. They donated some really cool Pikachu stuff for a Pikachu collector. So I would love to give it to you. It's a really cool Pikachu binder, a Pikachu slab, a Pikachu box, and a Pikachu ETB. All for you, bro. You're very welcome, buddy.
Meet Avery. He's been fighting pancreatic cancer for 7 years now, and through it all, his love for Pokemon cards has stayed strong. It's the kids like Avery who remind me who this hobby was meant for, and it's awesome to see kids are still enjoying the hobby despite all the Garys. If you made it here, give this video a like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. My goal this year is to try to hit 100,000 subscribers. I don't even know if that's possible, but 4 months ago, I only had 2,000 subscribers. So at this point, I believe anything is possible.